LMK Mobile R is the newest device among the wide range of flexible and mobile luminance measuring cameras. It has been designed specifically for measuring luminance in outdoor environments or for on-the-go situations in the application of indoor solid-state lighting (SSL). Here is a step-by-step quick start guide about how to operate and modify different settings to get most optimum results from the device. Step 1. Switch on the camera. You can find the on and off switch under the mode dial. Step 2. Set the camera on manual mode. Rotate the mode dial till you reach M, manual mode. The manual mode allows you to adjust the camera settings in accordance with your specific requirements. Step 3. Set the camera on AF. With the help of the switch on the lens's socket, set autofocus on the camera. Autofocus gives you a suitable sharper focus as compared to manual focus. It is especially a good option in the situations where the scenes are rapidly changing. However, in darker or nighttime situations, autofocus is not a suitable option. Step 4. Deactivate the optical stabilizer. The optical stabilizer is deactivated because it makes the camera lens extremely sensitive, thus hindering sharp edges within the image. This option works well with AEB that we will explain later. Step 5. Set the raw image capture mode. You can do so by pressing Menu, select the first tab, go to the submenu Image Quality, and press Set to change it to RAW. The raw image capture mode is selected in order to avoid compression of data causing loss of information. Step 6. Activate the continuous shooting option. With the help of Q button, you access the camera control on the main screen. Now press Drive button, selecting the low speed continuous shooting option, and select Set to activate it. Activating this option is important because it keeps you from missing any important image by capturing 3 images continuously. This option works well with auto exposure bracket AEB, which we will explain in the following steps. Step 7. Activate the evaluative metering function. Open the main camera control and press Evaluative Metering button. From this menu, select the suitable type and press Set to activate. The purpose of activating the evaluative metering is to ensure that only a specific part of image is under focus of the exposure metering by the camera, and unwanted parts of image are left out when doing the luminance analysis. Step 8. Set the camera on a tripod or a stable stand so there are no distortions in the image. For details on how to set up a tripod, please refer to the instruction manual of your equipment. Step 9. Adjust the auto exposure bracket. In order to get a variety of light exposure results and to maximize the dynamic range, auto exposure bracket or AEB should be adjusted. The AEB can be adjusted by pressing Menu, selecting the third tab and going to Expo Comp/AEB. Using the main dial, shift the red bars towards the maximum and press Set. Please remember that when the camera goes in a standby mode or when it is switched off, the setting has to be repeated. Step 10. Set the exposure time. In order to match the requirements for achieving a certain type of image, the exposure time of the camera needs to be adjusted. The exposure time is modified through accessing the main camera control by pressing Q. Slightly press the shutter button to activate the exposure level indicator and use the main dial to adjust it according to your requirements. It is important to remember that for measuring luminance, the only valid exposure time value ranges from 1.250 to 30. Step 11. Adjust the values of ISO gain. In situations where exposure time or aperture values cannot be changed, for instance, in moving scenarios, the ISO gain value is adjusted to shift the sensitivity of the whole system. ISO amplifies the darkness and brightness values, and a value of ISO 100 is optimum. The ISO value is changed through accessing the main camera control and then pressing ISO, and from here the value of ISO can be changed through the main dial. Once the desired value is achieved, press Set to confirm. Please note that for luminance measurement, the ISO value 100, 200, 400, 800, and 1600 are calibrated. Step 12. Modify the aperture value. In order to create a good depth of field while capturing luminance images, the aperture value has to be changed. By pressing Q, the main camera control appears. Slightly press the shutter button to activate the exposure level indicator. Use the fast dial to adjust the aperture value according to your needs. Please remember that in order to capture luminance images for measurement, the calibrated aperture value should range from f4 to f11. Step 13. Start capturing images. As a last step of this guide, press the shutter button to start the automatic capture of 3 images.